Good evening, everybody. We are back. I believe are we all logged in now?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Oh yeah, we're all logged in. Cool. So, welcome back to the stream. We had a week hiatus, and this will be our last one. Well, not our last one, but we'll be taking another break of about 3 weeks.
Yes.
So we are approaching, or very close to, the finale of at least of the tomb, and in turn eventually the campaign. So if we manage to reach the end room kind of thing, or if we reach a certain point during this session, we will be that is the point that we'll be calling an end to the session, so that we can all be all the players can be present when we finally have the big showdown. So which is the reason for the 3-week break. We might be doing something else in between, fill that 3-week gap, but I'll have to let you know about that. But yeah, so without further ado, I suppose I'll hand it over to the players to fill us in on what happened 2 weeks ago. And I have no idea who's going to step up and take that responsibility.
Me
The
neither.
resident historian.
Sorry, who's that?
That's
Right.
I know what you are.
Wait, let me get my hoodie on. So I'm afraid we didn't do terribly much in the last session. We retraced our steps. We eased our way through a bunch of fungus, making our way up some back stairwells. We found some back, almost like a workshop thing. There's a big golem with metal bits bolted on him. Killed him off. Experimented a little bit with this contraption that appeared to be a golem generating machine. And then started to make our way back towards a part of the level that we haven't seen before, hunting one of the skeletons with one of the weirdly shaped skulls. Because now we know those skulls are keys to the big green door we want to open at the end. And so we are currently slowly easing our way through an unexplored part of the tomb to try and catch the last skeleton before we go back down to the lowest level to try and open the big green door. And I think that's it.
Yeah. So you have, you believe I believe you've also, or at least you believe you've located it. Obald spotted. I think Obald spotted it through that in that room, through that jackal's carving of that jackal's head through its mouth. Looked through into that room.
That spotted it.
Oh, was it tackling? Sorry, I do apologise. I couldn't remember who it was.
Yeah, we get through locally.
It's the beard that's confusing me about with dwarves.
I don't mind.
I do.
Yeah, so yeah, tackling spotted the skeleton, the last skeleton key through that hole looked into that room with the sort of hieroglyphics on the tiled floor. Well, I think you can see it, can't you? People should be able to see it. I think it's in black and white at the moment because nobody's got line of sight to it. And one of the yellow banner entered that room through a hidden door, which also turned out to be a dwarf, I believe, and was quickly consumed, literally down to the bone, by swarms of locust.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I believe Obald was off ahead on his own again and headed down. Well, I can't remember exactly what everybody else was doing, but headed down that water that water-themed passageway, hallway. Got hit by
I got all the
a...
way to that peephole, Hunter.
Yeah,
That
so you
peephole
got
through
hit,
that door.
you made your way down there, got hit by a small tidal wave running down the hallway, and then came to a peephole that looks at a stone block with a jackal-headed humanoid painted on it. And the peephole specifically focuses on an amulet, on the amulet it's wearing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Unless anybody else got anything more to add?
Nope.
I think that's no. And of course, so that's where Obo was, which you can see is up here, up there, while everybody else is playing catch up and has only just entered this wet hallway. So I suppose I'll kick off with a refresh of the descriptions of the areas you're at. So first of all, we'll do the watery hallway. Okay, so yeah, this hallway is about 15 feet wide and about 30 feet long. So puddles of water cover the floor of this 15-foot wide hallway. The walls are slick with moisture and set with murals showing animal-headed humanoids in armor, most of which appear to brandish real weapons that are attached to the walls in such a way as to make it look like the murals are holding them. A 3-foot high crawlway can be seen in the east wall, flush with the floor, between the legs of the stork-headed mural on the right on the east wall. At the far end of the hallway, a rippling, transparent curtain of water fills the stone archway, beyond which you can just about make out a hallway that looks similar to the one that you are stood in. So I think you can see on the map a kind of little descriptor of the appearance of each mural. So you go in the first on the east and west, the mirror on to the east and west walls, and the first one is a stork-headed humanoid wielding an axe. Then you've got a lizard-headed humanoid wielding a mace, I believe. Then a panther with a blowgun. Then a hawk that does not. Neither of those do have a weapon. Then you've got a goat-headed humanoid wielding a sickle. And then finally a frog-headed humanoid with wielding tridents. And also not mentioned, they alternate between male and female. So the storks-headed one's a male, then female, male, female, male, female, male.
How can you tell?
Because it's just the heads that are animal-headed. So they've got the rest of the body is
Humanoid.
human.
Oh, so they're naked statues then?
No, I think they're clothed. Well, it could be naked. It doesn't really specify.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
But yes, they're clearly male and female. Purely from a chess perspective, if nothing else. But yes, you can use your imagination
basically-
one way or the other, whether they're clothed or
Fuchs
not.
basically going, titties.
So yeah, that is the current state of play. Oh, and of course the description for where Obol is stood. The page to this thing. Gone too far. Right. So, well, I don't think there's not really much of a description. So you're stood basically on the corner of a corridor, and on the corner, just before the turn, there is a peephole carved into the stone wall at a height of about 6 feet. So peering through the peephole, there appears to be magnifying lenses set through in the tube. which, when you peer through it, gives you a focused view of the gold medallion. This that's affixed to the wall where this mural is painted. And you can see, looking through this peephole, this like kind of makeshift microscope or telescope or whatever, that you can also see there is a small hole in this medallion through which you can see a hieroglyph which depicts a vulture.
So is that what Obold sees?
Yes, that's what Obold sees. So, so why Obold ponders that, since he's a little bit further ahead of everybody else, let's cut back to you four. So what are you doing?
We can't see Obold.
No, you have no idea. All you know is that he headed this way, but you've not seen or heard from him. I mean, you got that. I believe you got the means to communicate with him if necessary, magically, I believe. But yeah, you've not actually physically seen him or spoken to him since
What
you
do you guys think?
left
Should we
the.
proceed into the hallway and see what happens?
Yep. I can use shape water to kind of help us get through, hopefully.
Okay. Let's do that then. Plus, we all got breathe water anyway, so it's not like
Yeah.
we're worried about drowning.
Okay, so what are you doing exactly?
I'm going to try following up to Obol.
Okay, you're just all filing up. We're going single file. What's the plan?
Yep.
Says you've got to walk through the water with a weapon in your hand, haven't you?
Yeah, that's all it says, so hold the weapon.
This is going to be fun.
I'll hold my staff then, Phil.
Okay. What about Cade? What is Cade doing? Anything in particular?
I'm trying. I'm thinking of trying to manipulate, these statues with the mage hand. But I float the idea first before I do it. What does everyone think about it? Bad idea or good idea?
Yeah, why not? Let's see if we grab a weapon if something happens. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so I start with the first one, that humanoid, left hand side.
Okay.
Which is closest to me.
Uh-huh.
And I try to take the weapon from the hand of that statue.
Yeah. So they're not statues. They're just murals.
Okay,
But
sorry.
the weapon. So yeah, you can easily remove the weapon. It's basically just like a hook. It's just resting in a hook on the wall that's just positioned in such a way to make it look like the mural, the paintings, the weapon sitting in the painting's hand. But yeah, there's no difficulty at all in removing a weapon.
So is it possible to examine that weapon?
Yeah. So it looks, it's a little bit rusty, a little bit tarnished. It looks really old. It's probably not really serviceable as as an actual weapon. But other than that, doesn't appear to be anything unusual. It's in the style. It's the style of manufacture appears to tally with native weapons. Manufacture native to Chult.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Does anyone want it?
No, you're all right.
Okay, so I place it back with the mage hand where it was.
Okay.
Okay. And
Nothing happened though when he picked it up.
No, nothing at all.
Okay, well let's crack on then.
Okay. So
how about hang on. How about if we examine the room for hidden doors or anything like that?
Yeah, sure.
So I like to look around in the room, search, and try to find, hidden doors, anything like that.
Okay. Well, I'll point out the obvious one because it's not hidden. So to the let me. Can't see my pointer, so I'll draw. Well, I think there's a little green mark on the. There's a little green mark on the map. See it? Just to the right
Yeah,
of
on
Blue
the
High.
right hand side.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is where the position of that crawlway. That's flush with the floor. It's an opening between the legs of the stork-headed humanoid on the east wall. So there's a low crawlway that runs off to the east. But yeah, you can make a perception roll if you want to. Are you gonna how are you gonna do it? Are you sort of walking up and down the hallway to do that?
Yes.
Or? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And I use my mage hand to touch through the wall and whatnot. I don't want to drop my fingers or anything like
Okay.
that. Okay.
In
So
which
it's a
case,
perception.
you can make a perception roll.
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. 1 second.
No, it's okay. Okay, so wandering up the hallway, let's move you to where you would be roughly. So say you're here. So the mage hand, when you're at this point, you're checking the walls to the left and right, and the hand goes straight through the wall to your right, as if it's
so
not there. But it's as if
it's an illusion or something.
yes.
Okay, I point this out to the others. And I like to examine the wall around the illusion even further, how big it is and stuff like that.
Okay, 1 second. I need to change that because it's set as a door. It's not a door. Should be right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, feeling around, it appears to be like about a 5 foot wide opening.
Mm-hmm.
You can trace it around. So it runs it's about 10 feet tall, goes up about 10 feet and about 5 foot wide. A rectangular opening.
Okay, I'm looking for volunteers to enter. Anyone brave enough?
Yeah, if Fook will stick his head through and see what happens.
Because
Okay.
Kid is not. Kid is definitely not.
So it is dark in there, obviously. So beyond this illusionary wall is a small alcove, or not much more than 5 foot square, 5 foot deep, 5 foot square. So inside, stepping through this wall, you find a plinth bearing just a plain stone plinth with just a single tiny object resting on it, which appears to be an eyeball made out of crystal. Pale, a kind of pale purple in colour.
Fook will step out and say, there's a crystal eyeball in there. Purple. Do we want it?
Is it the eye of deception?
Actually, just give me a second. Oh yeah, Fook has it. Grabs it with his hand and steps back.
Okay. Yeah, so it's about the size of a large marble.
Fook holds it up to show everyone.
Holy shit! Oh.
Can you look through it? Is it like something you could look through?
It's not completely opaque, but not transparent enough to be able to see through it now.
Okay.
So light
Can I
will
get a
pass.
chance?
Light will pass through it, but yeah, to some
He
degree.
pops it into a pocket and says, "Let's check it out later." He feels good about it.
Okay.
Any other secret exits?
No. So you find nothing else.
Do we want to go back and take a look at that weird little tunnel thing at the beginning of the room?
Send Kate down.
No.
Sorry, say again.
Send Kate down.
No. Kate is very cautious, you know.
Okay,
Trying-
Luke is fine.
Because
I'll check out.
everything and everyone always want to eat Kate. No. Because I'm the juicy one.
If Luke
Or
ducks
like-
into the tunnel,
We're gonna eat you.
Okay,
crawling.
so yeah, it's only a few foot, like about 2-3 foot high, so you have to literally almost crawl along.
crawl.
So yeah, Fook disappears down this tunnel.
I'll stand guard.
I'll
What's
I'll
somebody
get on
else
my
doing?
knees. I'll get on my knees and watch him. Put my head down.
Okay,
close to the
right.
floor.
You see him go down this crawl way about 30 feet, and then disappears around the corner.
He goes around the corner.
Yeah.
What is this? This is weird.
Let me pause that a second. What's everybody else doing?
Waiting to hear from them.
Yeah, me too. I'm waiting for him to return.
Okay. So, Fook, you can see just about another 5 feet ahead of you. This crawlway comes out into another room.
Oh, okie dokie.
Right, so this room is covered, is like a thick covering of cobwebs and dust on the floor. It must be almost an inch deep in dust on the floor, and like an old detritus. Doesn't looks like this room's must have remained undisturbed for, well, decades at least.
We're gonna roll a perception check to see if there's any immediate danger in the place.
Yeah, you
Traps.
can. You can.
Right. Perception. Come on, quick.
Oh wow! Wow! Right. So, looking about, with that amazing success, it is clear to you that this, for whatever reason, this tiny chamber, this 10 by 10 chamber, appears to have been completely forgotten about, even by the denizens of the tomb.
Well, so I basically wasted a 20 to tell me fuck all about a dead space.
Well, only in that it is probably the safest place you've found in the tomb, where you could certainly rest here undisturbed. You're convinced of that.
Cool. Fook makes a mental note and then rejoins the rest of
So there
his...
is another crawlway leading off opposite as well.
Oh, it doesn't show on the image. Oh, you got to push through the wall. Cool.
Yeah.
Buck pushes through carefully and then takes a look. What the fuck is that? Holy shit, fuck.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Yeah, Fook goes really ultra quiet at this point because he's like concentrating so hard.
Okay, so the as you poke your head out, you're looking out onto a balcony, and towering, your head's poking out between the legs of this statue, that stands about 15 feet tall, like a red stone statue of a hulking, huge, muscular devil or fiend with unfurled wings and clenched fists. You can see this room. You can't. Maybe, I don't know if you got a light source.
I do,
Oh yeah, you got a bit. So you can see part way into this room, and there's it's a massive what you can see of this room is like a hallway, but it's a massive pit. But across the far side, you can see another balcony. So basically,
yeah,
you got two balconies facing each other over a vast pit. So although you can't see all of the pit, you can see the balcony at the end because there's a light upon it. It's lit. So between the balconies,
sorry.
in what you can see wooden platforms that appear to hover in midair without any apparent means of support. The platform is about 10 feet across. You can just about make out a second one further along.
So you'd have to run and jump from platform to platform like Mario Brothers or something. Rescuing Princess What's-Her-Face.
On the west wall as well, thanks to the light, you can see that there is a rusty looking lever set into the wall.
Oh yeah. Just. No, I need a monk. I need a monk for these shenanigans. The Fook's not up for running in and jumping and running and jumping all the way across. The platforms aren't moving; they're just like floating, right?
Yeah, they're not moving. Yeah, just floating in midair. And like I said, there's no visible means of support.
All right, Fook will double back because he's aware of time and the attention span of his buddies. He'll come back out and he'll say, I have just seen the weirdest shit.
Okay.
I highly
Go on, sorry. Go on. No, go on.
I highly recommend that we go take a look at this because in a tomb full of funkiness, this is like next level. There's demon statues, there's rusty iron levers, there's floating wooden platforms, there's a deep built crevasse. So I say we need a monk to run across and go pull a rusty lever just to see what happens.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
And at that, we shall cut back to Orbold. So you've been stood up here, I don't know, a good 10 minutes at least, possibly twice that, and there's no word or sign of your companions as yet.
I'm going to go back round to the door, Phil.
Sorry?
I'm going to go back round to the door.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's get the right spot. Where is it? Oh, that's not a D, that's an A. Okay, so the corridor ends at a block of stone on which is painted a 7-foot-tall, jackal-headed humanoid with a circular gold medallion around its neck. All around the figure are carvings of locusts. So the medallion is not part of the painting, it's not painted. The medallion is an actual medallion that's affixed to the wall. And as you peer closely at it, you can just about make out. So the medallion is like on the medallion is like a picture of this now very familiar demonic face. And peering closer in the open mouth of this face, you can just make out this tiny hole in which is this tiny hieroglyph of a vulture. Or what you presume is that it's almost impossible to make out with your naked eye.
So how do you open the door then? Does the door just like push open or anything?
It doesn't appear to be a door. It looks like a stone slab. I mean, you can have a look at it if you want.
Yeah, I'll have a look at it and see if I can figure out something to open it.
Right, so looking over the door, you maybe spend a few minutes looking over. I'll not require you to make a roll, because it's. Although at first glance you don't notice it, when you look closer, you clearly see a button hidden where one of the locusts are on this image.
Right.
Stone button about the size of your thumb.
Oh, press it then.
Okay.
Where exactly? Oh, sorry,
Pressing
carry on.
it, the stone block just slides into the floor.
Awesome.
Revealing the room beyond. Okay, so you can see 4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot high room. The torches cast flickering light across the hieroglyphs carved into the tiled floor. At the centre of the room, a gold inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. A dark shaft opens in the ceiling directly above the barge, while to the south, a corridor is visible through a set of fangs carved into the wall. Also, on the 10 feet, just over 5 feet into the room, on the laid on the tile, is the skeletal remains of a dwarf dressed in armour.
Crispy dwarf.
No, that was the one that was eaten, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was picked clean by a cloud of
Ah,
locust.
right. Yeah.
Is the armor magical?
Oh, I'd have no idea, and I wouldn't even know how to check. I won't be interested anyway because I'm a monk, so it's pointless for me.
So yeah, skeletal dwarf
Yeah.
sprawled on the floor, clad in a tattered yellow turban and dusty chainmail, clutching a bronze shield. And as well as the yellow turban, he's got the signature bit of yellow fabric tied around his arm,
Oh yeah.
signifying him as a member of the Yellow Banner.
Oh yeah, you can see it on the picture as well. It's got a yellow piece of material just sticking out from under his armpit.
Yep. I noticed that myself. Yeah.
Right.
Very good. Can't see that. Let's.
What pictograph is that skeleton on? If he's still
He
there?
is on. That's a good question. Can't really tell. I think it's a foot. Yes, it's a foot.
Foot. Vulture is the first.
Oh, and
step.
of course, you can also see walking around on the ceiling this that skeleton with the carved head.
That's the one I want about.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
thought he
think
was on the
you were talking
floor,
about.
but he's on the ceiling.
Yes, it's just kind of wandering around the ceiling. Although when it sees the door slide open, it starts walking. It starts walking in your direction across the ceiling.
All right. I'll wait until it gets in front of me then.
Okay, right. It sort of comes down, and gets opposite you, and starts walking down the walls, and kind of then tries to walk past you.
I'll deck it, Phil.
Okay,
I'll headbutt it or whatever.
okay. Just gives an attack roll. If it hits, it's probably going to kill it because it's got next to no health.
So you can.
Yes, that certainly hits it.
Nice one. Let's see if I roll my own usual crap damage.
And it's
Yeah,
not
that's
brilliant
5.
damage, but it's enough to knock it down, and it collapses
Nice one.
to the
I'll
floor.
rip its head off then, Phil.
Okay.
Off with his head.
Yeah. And I'll Queen of Hearts it and then go back the way I came.
Okay.
So we've got all the keys now.
Hang on. Because I want to get... Because I think I've figured out something.
Okay, so at this point, tackling while Fafuk is relating what he has seen, you catch sight of Orbold suddenly appear in the hallway at the north end of the hallway beyond this curtain of water.
Awesome.
I'll take that hand axe off the stalk, Phil,
Okay,
on this west wall
okay.
as I'm walking past. And I'll just walk all the way straight.
Okay,
straight
right.
past
As
that
you
one.
pass through the wall of water, there's a roaring sound, and suddenly a huge wave explodes from this archway, and this tidal wave just like rushes down the north and south hallway, striking all in its path.
Can I
Can I use
dive
shape
down
water
the
to make
tunnel?
it?
Sorry.
I've got shape water. I popped it in chat earlier on. I'm going to try and make a tunnel so it don't get me.
Oh well, let's see. Let me just a moment. I've got to find the right
I'll
spot.
say, can Fafuk dive into that little tunnel he just came out of? 'Cause that's
Possibly.
massive,
Right. So,
I suppose I could leg it up a wall, could I?
not really. It's too quick, and that would also count for Tackling's attempt to cast a spell as well. I'm afraid it's too quick. The flow of water is way too quick. So for Fook, I will give you the option of going for a dex save instead of a strength save.
Oh yeah, I'll take that every day of the week.
Right, everybody else, you can make a strength save.
Strength save.
18.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Need one from Cade and one from Luhai.
Saving throw, yeah. Strength,
Yeah, strength saving throw.
One strength saving.
Oh, we're hoping that'll work. Oh, nice one.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Wow.
okay, boom. Okay, so for Fook, the water catches you, but you just manage to sort of wedge yourself enough into this crawlway. So when the water hits you, it hits you sort of your lower half of your body, your legs. It kind of bashes you against a little bit painfully against the against this crawl space. But other than that, you escape the worst of it. Everybody else, or rather, not Orbol, Tackling, you get the worst of this. So you're probably, maybe surprised, stood next to this, the fact that you were stood next to it, and you're taken by surprise by this water as Obold like pranced through. But all of you are knocked clean off your feet and washed down the corridor and hurled against the far south wall, slamming into it. So, Obold, or rather Tackling, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. The rest of you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. For Fook, you just take a mere 1 point of damage.
What caused that? Oh, ball coming back through?
Yeah.
Glad the rest of you were there to cushion me.
Okay. Yeah. The rest of you as well. You managed to keep your feet, so you sort of swept back and slammed into the wall, whereas Tackling is just like goes arse over tit all the way down the corridor, bang into the wall, and he's like, laid on the floor. And you're all drenched.
Thanks for that.
It's
Oh,
okay.
I'm making an entrance.
I thought I'd figured that out.
It's nice to finally have my balls properly rinsed. Haven't had that done in a while.
Hey yo.
So does not carrying a weapon will prevent it? Carry.
No, it doesn't seem like it. When I went through the first time, I held my own spear, and it did the same thing. I thought holding one of them weapons would have been okay, but doesn't look like it. Anyway, I got this. And I'll throw him the head.
Got what?
So that's it. We've got them all then, yeah?
Yeah, that's the last one.
Yay. I mentioned to the others that there's this weird little passage leads to a room that looks like a safe space. No one's been in there for like decades.
I went there half an hour ago.
And then, did you?
Yeah.
That's taking the wind out your sails, hasn't it?
Well, it did because Phil told me no one had been there. Anyone?
Well,
had
I've
been
forgotten
in
it,
there.
but it's been 2 weeks. Nobody's been there for 2 weeks.
So different. Obol had been in there. It carries on through, and then you end up in this weird hall. There's demon statues, big floaty platforms. I don't know if you guys want to go play there, or now we've got all the skulls. Do you want to head back and we'll have a crack at that last couple of puzzles to open the big green door?
Big green door.
Yeah,
Big
I
green
think
door.
No.
Cool. Right, we head back to the big green door.
Okay, this could make for a short session.
You're all
Radio.
dead.
Radio.
Rattle, rattle, roll, is it, Phil?
No, we're not more to the point we could quickly get to the agreed cut-off point. But anyway, right. So you're just retracing your steps and descending, going down the pit, are you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, we're not gonna go through all the rigmarole of having to manipulate the cogs because it's you know how it works.
Tedious.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
tedious. So you know how it works. So essentially, you'll be able to do that. So let us move back, cut back to the room of the Sohn sisters, or at least the staircase.
Yay!
Let's
Oh,
move
where we
time.
left the little.
No, the little guys have come with you. You're carrying them. They're
Oh,
carrying,
you
sitting in
carried
your backpacks or on your shoulders or whoever. So who? Yeah. So point in case in point rather. Oh yeah, you should have had advantage on your strength checks. Oh well. So.
Strength save.
Oh yes. So it went to strength check. So that was strength save. So no, it wouldn't have counted.
Okay, fine.
So Luhai is carrying straw bundle. The little girl in the body of a straw doll, covered in rusty pins. Fafuk has got play no face.
Yep.
And Cade has got Joho, the monkey with no legs and a unicycle wheel, who can't talk, so
Yeah.
keeps choking on his stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
The terrible
Um,
existence.
Which have, if I don't know if you remember, when you befriended them and agreed to carry them with you, carry them out and try and help them, they bestowed upon you a blessing.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
They
I'm
did.
not sure if the food got one because he was trying to draw dicks on his one's face.
Oh, that's true. Maybe he didn't give it to you because you're trying to draw dicks on his face, weren't you?
Well, carve them into his face, not draw them.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I told. Do you remember what they were? If I told you?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Yeah, I think I can't remember. How about Kay? Do you remember?
No.
Actually, yeah. They'll become apparent. I think the only one I really needed to tell was Luhai. The rest will become apparent. And of course, you've got the benefits of that magical food as well that you ate from completing one of the trials down
Yeah.
down the bottom level. So let's move it down there anyway. Let's move the time on. A couple of hours.
Ron and me didn't complete that trial.
Yes.
So everyone else did it, and I didn't.
So yeah, you're the only one who didn't go in. You were still stood out on the balcony.
Yeah, while they were stuffing themselves.
Okay. So there you go. There you are. You can descend the stairs back into the lair, for want of a better word, of the Sown sisters.
I'll be 2 minutes. I'll be right back. You carry
No
on.
problem. So, and I guess we'll refresh that description then. So, green smoke billows out of a bronze cauldron in the middle of this 20-foot high vaulted hallway. Barely visible through the haze are 3 rocking chairs, several workbenches heaped with haberdashery, a spinning wheel, and a rusty iron cage which now contains the corpse of a deformed Cader-like.
Yeah.
Galleries stand 10 feet above the floor to either side of the room, and although you can't really see it through all this green smoke, you do know that on the south wall, dominating the south wall, is this huge gate, this huge door, a great green door.
Double door.
Yes.
Boss room.
Yeah. And of course, you know that there's 5 wooden doors set into the walls of the galleries. 3 on one side, 2 on the other. Each is carved with a geometric symbol: a triangle, a square, a pentagon, a hexagon, and an octagon. The room behind the pentagon is the one where there was the magical banquet. Okay, so returning here, your 3 small companions voice their concern and nervous, or rather Strawbundle is the one voices her and her friends
Well, what's up with
concerns at returning here, because this is a lair, because this is the lair of the Sown sisters,
Oh, right, yeah.
and they become quite nervous at returning here, because as you know, they have been trapped here ever since they were murdered and trapped, and their souls trapped inside these dolls. And they were unable to leave this room until you took them out, and now you brought them back again.
Because we're all about child trauma.
Well, to be fair, they probably can't be any more traumatized than they already are.
Well,
Hold my beer.
I was going to say they've got a naked dwarf that's wandering around with them at the moment.
Yes, keep forgetting he's got no
Tackle
clothes on.
swinging in the breeze.
Dwarf tackle.
That's why he's not carrying one.
Court order. Not allowed near kids.
Not like that. So,
running baths. Right. Are we all dead yet?
not quite.
No.
No, we're just waiting for Fook to open one of the doors.
So, are you all heading into the room? Cade and Fafouk are cowering on the stairs at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Are we leaving the little creatures up at the top of the steps?
We are carrying them.
Well, you can't. It's up to you. You could leave them at the top of the steps, or do you want to? They prefer. They do say they prefer to stay with you, despite them not being happy about being brought back here.
Okay. I'll let the no face choose. He can stay upstairs without us, or he can come down and stick with us. Totally up to him.
Yeah, like I said, they choose to stay with you rather than be on their own. But
Okay. Fafouk would like to roll a stealth roll to see if I can take a piss in the cauldron with no one noticing.
Oh my god.
Well, that would be. Does 21 beat everybody's passive perception?
Yes.
Yeah, just.
Yeah. So I doubt you'd be able to get away with it completely, but yeah, by the time you realise what's happening, it's too late. Fafouk is.
Doesn't he have to? He'd have to stand pretty high on something though to piss it.
Well, maybe he's arcing it up and
unless
over.
he's. I was going to say unless he's like literally firing it straight up in the air and.
I've been desperate. And after that tidal wave hit us, I'll be like crossing my legs the whole time. So I've like built up some pressure.
There's some intense pressure, yeah. So yeah, so some of it goes in the cauldron, most of it probably goes over the side, and maybe some of it goes back over Fafouk. Who knows?
Lovely.
But yeah, it's by the time you realise, you notice it's too late. The deed is already in motion.
Fafouk shakes himself off and
Got
goes,
some impressive
"Ah, that's
distance.
better."
I'm going to say he's got some impressive distance from where he stood.
Yeah, so we will
Oh, yeah.
move him to there.
There we go.
Yeah, that's even worse. If you're missing
I'd have loved it. I'd have loved it if you'd blown your knob off.
Oh dear. Right, so yeah, after that act of desecration, if we can call it that, what are you doing?
If I remember right, we went into one room,
Yep.
ate the feast, and then something unlocked on the door.
Yep. So it uncovered, so like a little blind slid open, revealing the indentation where the key must be placed.
for one of the keys.
Yeah.
So we need to pick another one, and I think we quizzed the dolls last time, and they couldn't tell us anything
No,
interesting.
They didn't know anything about them.
Right, so
We've
guys,
done the Pentagon one. So
Yeah.
we can just
The only
carry
only
on the
thing
West
only
Wall.
thing Straw Bundle and the others know is that these trials are required to a requirement for opening the door.
Did we put the key in it though?
And
No.
no.
all right, let's pick another door. Anyone got a favourite?
No.
All right, let's do the square then.
Okay, so you want to place yourselves where you want to be as for when Fafouk opens that door?
Oh, sorry, he's already done it.
No. Yes, but I'm saying so where they want to be for when you've done it. So Obol, that means you're below the balcony.
Yeah, I can just shadow step up there.
Yeah.
all fine
Okay.
as well.
Anyway, right. Let me see. Number. Right. Okay. So. Okay. So the door to this room is a square carved on it. When you open the door, you can see a short corridor that leads to a room filled with flying sheets of parchment.
Bizarre.
You can't see any more than that from here. You'd have to go at least to the edge of the room to get more of a more complete description.
Could be death by 1,000 paper
Yeah.
cuts for tackling this.
I can't go through the door.
You're gonna have to put an appy on before you go in there.
Oh, that's a bit
I'm
weird.
good.
Can't go through. Ah, thank you.
What they're doing with the walls there. But I don't know why they've done that. So I'll just move you to the end because they've made a real mess of the walls there.
Ah,
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. Yes. That's
Okay,
weird,
so
like,
you
whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can properly see it now. So I'll give you that. So this room is filled with flying sheets of parchment with writing on the pages visible as they flutter by. A metal plate bolted onto the far wall is set with a ghostly lever.
Can I
A glo-
cast Mage Hand to pull on the lever?
You can. Are you informing the others of what you can see, or are you just going ahead and doing that?
Yeah. I yell back. Pages flying around. There's a lever on the other side.
Right.
Pull it.
Okay.
Yeah, cast Mage Hand to.
Okay. Right, you cast Mage Hand. The Mage Hand, send your Mage Hand over to grasp it, and it just goes through it. It is literally insubstantial. It's a ghostly, insubstantial image of a lever.
Oh,
You said there were writing on the pages.
There
Perhaps you have to
are
speak.
writings
Perhaps you have
on.
to speak what's on the pages. Some kind of activation.
So it's like the crystal maze in there. Pages flying around like gold and silver tickets.
I would just think it's same actually, but with me looking
The
through
crystal dome.
Yeah.
I yell back at Cade. Do you think we have to be like in the ethereal plane to pull the lever?
No idea, man. I don't know. How you wanna achieve that?
Could cast blink.
Try it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Fufu cast blink.
Okay,
Just,
I just need to. I can't remember exactly. Stupidly, I
Just
can't
bring
remember
it-
how
I'll just-
it works again. Do you stay? I can't remember. Do you, when you blink out, do you stay in the ethereal plane, or is it just for a split second? I can't remember.
No, you
It's
stay in the. You blink out at the end of your turn, and you stay there until the start of your next turn. If you roll over 11.
End of each turn, duration of a spell, or allow you vanish from current plane, disappear in this ethereal plane. Start of your next turn, when the spell ends, if you're in the ethereal plane, you return to an unoccupied space of your choice. You can see within 10 feet and vanish from an occupied space. While on the ethereal plane, you can see here the plane you're originally when it's cast, shades of grey. Can only affect and be affected by creatures on the ethereal plane. Creatures that aren't there can't perceive you or interact with you. Fair enough. Right. So what are you going to do?
Cast blink, and then walk across where I
Okay.
blink out, because I don't want to walk through all these pages. They look way too sus just to walk into them. Wait until I'm on the ethereal plane.
Okay,
Walk up to the lever
okay,
and see if I can.
Have you got the key first before you?
I don't need the key. The key's for the big door that's on the other end of the room.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just eventually you're going to blink out. Aren't you? So yeah, So you walk over there. Give the dexterity check. See if you've got enough time to pull the lever after you've walked over there.
Oh, Dex check.
Dex check. Check, not save.
Of hand? Sleight of hand? It's gonna fuck me now, isn't it?
Okay, so yeah, you blink back in before you're just reaching out, and you blink back in, and you start getting this, like pages of parchment just battering you, flying into you and stuff. But nothing other than that, nothing untoward happens.
Well, since I'm here, can I just grab the lever, see if my normal hand will do anything?
It
with
just goes straight through it.
Even my skeletal normal
Yeah,
hand.
even your skeletal hand. Yeah.
Skeleton's head.
All right, I'll wait until I blink out, and then I have another go.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything?
No, I'm just
No.
watching.
Okay.
Me
Radio.
too.
Right. Okay. Okay. Right. This time when you blink out, you've got just enough time to pull the lever. Or attempt to pull the lever.
And then I skitter back.
Right. Yep. So you pull the lever. As you pull the lever, the pages of parchment they're flat. They're like blowing around in this unseen whirlwind. Which a case in point, you don't feel any wind. You can't feel any like movement of air.
Okay.
But anyway, you pull the lever just as you blink back in again, and as you pull it, all the pages just instantly turn to dust and fall to the floor.
Oh, That's a shame. I bet Cade would have enjoyed.
Yep,
reading
they were
some
covered in
Harping.
spells. They were covered in wizard spells, every single one of those, and I'm not kidding.
You're not kidding.
I'm not kidding. They were up to 6 level spells page on every one of them pages.
Oh, that's
Well,
got a sting.
well, no.
Well, it would if Cade knew about it. It would be.
Fafuk didn't know about
No,
it.
no, no.
He didn't give a crap. He
you
just needed to pull a lever.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But anyway,
Right. Fafuk's out.
so
Oh, they turned to dust. What a shame.
yeah, you return. Coming back out, you can see just in time to see the panel slide away, revealing the keyhole for the square key.
Blink carries on running.
Yeah.
It's not a concentration spell, so I randomly will be blinking in and out for the next like 10 seconds until the spell ends.
Yeah, for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
I'm going to open this. Is it octagon?
Okay, we're going to open the octagon room. 6.
Hey, Tackling, do you want to whip open the door, see what we got?
Obold's there.
Okay.
Oh, they're two next to each other. Sorry.
Right, so cavernous door is an octagon. Opening the door, you see a roughly square room. The walls and the walls and ceiling are plaster, crudely plastered, and the ceiling's about 15 feet. The ceiling's about 15 feet high. A leatherback tome rests atop a wooden lectern bolted to the floor. Set into the wall behind the lectern are 8 human skeletons, arranged in such a manner that they appear to be falling and screaming.
Uh-huh.
So, like I say, the floor and walls of this room are all like really crudely plastered. The walls and ceiling of this room are crudely plastered. The floor is tiled.
Anything particularly standing out from the floor?
So you can make a perception roll, I guess. No.
I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why I did. I'll move over to this book with a lectern then.
Okay.
Just have a look over it then.
Right.
See if there's anything.
So. Right. So it's the book. Just appears to have 8 pages in it. They're quite thick, heavy parchment, so you can clearly see there's 8 pages in the book. It's open. It's open about the middle of the book, between pages 4 and 5, and on each page is a single line is written. In some language you do not understand.
Forgot the helm. Will that help?
So, Cade, you might want to get in here and see if you can read this.
I'm coming, and I put on the helmet or land it if anyone wants.
I'll let Cade come in and read it.
Okay.
I read it.
Oh dear. Okay, Cade. So you step up to this. You come into this room and step up to this lectern. Before you start. So you reach for your helmet to put on that magical helmet, but you notice that you can already understand the words on these pages. To you, it just looks like common.
Wow.
You don't. It seems you don't. Either Obold can't read, or you don't need this helmet anymore.
I don't understand. All right, I will lend the hammer to Obold. Let's
Did you
try.
pick up one of them kids?
Yeah, I did. The monkey.
Could be that out of character.
Could be. Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. I mean, I gained some new ability. Awesome. So I read the text.
Okay, so as I say, there's 8 pages. You can clearly see there's 8 pages in this book. That's all.
Either that or that lizard, if you've still got it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it legged it, the lizard, didn't it? It did, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
He liked it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And the book is currently open on page 4 and 5. On each page, a single line is written. And like I say, you can clearly read it. Don't know what Obol we're talking about.
So I start to read from the page 1.
Okay, so from the you're going to turn to page 1?
Yeah.
Or do you want to look what's on page 4 and 5 first, or?
Okay.
Yes.
I have a brief look what's on page 4 and 5.
Okay. Page 4 says, "See the lever, clear as day." On page 5 it says, "Spin, spin, iron spider."
Okay, I read this out loud so everyone can hear it and they can think about it and use it if we need it. And I turn to page 1 and start to read from there.
Okay, so you turn to page 1, and page 1 says, "Backward, backward, 8 to 1."
Okay, I read each pages in order. Page 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Right, you read, "Backward, backward." Are you reading this out loud?
Yes.
Okay. So you read, "Backward, backward, 8 to 1." Then speak the rhyme until it's done. Keep the spider locked away. See the lever clear as day. Spin, spin, iron spider. Turn their flesh and bones to cider. Speak the rhyme and meet your fate. Forward, forward, 1 to 8. Suddenly, this strange feeling. You can't really put your finger on what it is, and then until you realise that you are lifting up off the floor. Suddenly, like gravity in this room reverses, and you start to fall towards the ceiling.
I miss it up. I miss it up out of
Okay,
the...
you can give me a dexterity saving throw. That'll do.
Okay.
As just reading that set off a trap. Just reading the book has set off a trap.
It appears to have done.
Sort of,
Okay,
it
so
sort of gives you away when it says speak the rhyme until it's done.
Wait, Cade, you're a divination wizard type. Can't you give yourself a good roll?
I could, but I chosen not to.
right here, yeah, because he has to do it beforehand. Okay, so you float, suddenly like fall towards the ceiling, but just as you're about to hit the ceiling, you cast Misstep, which is a reaction spell, is it not? And so you suddenly fall to the floor in the corridor, just like go.
And I shout, run.
Does it affect
The,
any of us?
No.
Oh.
The spell called
okay.
reverse gravity or something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. So after I'm out by the Misty Step, I explain what happened to the rest if they didn't get it.
But you'd have just ended up on the ceiling.
I know, but it could have been, a trap or anything. I don't want to risk that. You understand?
I mean, the room's just like a normal room, right? Nothing.
A trap always looks like a normal room. Yes.
Well, yeah.
So the walls and ceiling of the room are all badly plastered, like really, basic plaster walls. The floor is tiled. On the east wall opposite the door, there are human skeletons embedded into the plaster wall, arranged in such a way that they look like they're falling and screaming.
Like Cade has just done.
Nice.
Okay, so I think it's a trap. So before we proceed,
So
we
let's
need
move back
to
out there.
think about
it
this
pass
very
this-
cautiously, okay?
Hey, Cade, Why don't you? Can you cast your mage hand and go bring the book over? Maybe
Yes,
maybe
yeah,
something else.
I'll try to do that. Yeah.
Okay, it will not move. It will not move from the lectern. It appears to be fixed there.
Okay.
So, has the door opened a new panel, or is this something we're still going to do in this room? Do you think?
No, nothing's changed on the door. No.
Shit.
So how about if we put a rope on someone? We are looking for a volunteer, not me, and try to obtain this book. And if you are in trouble, we pull you away by rope. Anyone?
I think
Sounds like a
I
job for
think
you, Dave.
Obold. I think Obold should do it because he can shadow step. So you tie a rope around him.
What's the game by taking the book though? I don't think that's.
No.
That's
We're
what's
trying
not
to
there.
work out where the lever is. We have to find the lever in this room.
See,
So we figure it's under the book, or maybe in the pedestal, or
Oh, hang on. Sorry. How about if I cast Dispel Magic and disable this, anti-gravity trap thing? Would that work?
yeah. I don't see why not.
Okay, let's try that one. So, and who is the brave one to get the book?
Well, Obold, of course, because he can shadow step out if he has to.
Okay, so
He's
are
just
you okay with
returned,
this,
so he
Obol?
can inform me of his volunteer status.
Oh no, I heard.
Yeah, I know you heard, but what do you think? Are you okay for it or not?
Well, we can tie a rope around you, and you can shadow step out, so you've got like two safety things going on.
Well, I could just. I don't need a rope if I want to shadow step, because I can't shadow step with a rope on me anyway.
So which one you would rather have? The
I'd
shadow
need
step or
everyone
the rope?
away. I'd need everyone away from the entrance to use shadow step anyway, because you're all providing light sources. And I need dim light.
Oh, we can turn those off. Or I can just go there or something. Is that better?
You know, because it comes down over the entrance to the door, doesn't it? I need everyone with a light source on the opposite side of the room, on the west wall.
Okay, let's try that. I can cast this by magic from, 120 feet away. So we don't have to be standing at the door, and you can try your tricks.
Cage should have a torch as well, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I dim it, okay?
Okay. We'll assume it's dimmed then. Well, in fact, I'll just dim
So
it. I'll just dim it.
I try to disable this magical thing, with Dispel Magic, okay?
Okay, right. Well, you cast Dispel Magic.
Yeah, I did, but it didn't appear on this thing. Yeah, I try again.
excuse me.
Once he's cast it, then I'll ready the opportunity to shadow step if I need to.
Sorry, it says I have no spell slot, which is not. I don't think so. It's right.
Detect magic. Oh no, dispel. What level's dispel magic? Dispel magic is third level.
Yeah.
Can you do it as a ritual?
No.
But I can't remember. What time did we have?
You have rested for a while.
We haven't. Okay, then I might be out of spell slots.
Can you cast at level 4?
I think yes, I can. Yeah. Well, it doesn't appear on this character sheet like that. However, I'm full of 4-level spell slots. So can I cast it on level 4, please, Phil?
Yeah.
When you select the spell to cast, you can actually use the drop down to select the level you cast it at.
Oh, okay. I'm trying.
Yeah, click on the icon at the side of the spell. It brings up the little window, and then this little drop-down menu that says what slot.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
Okay.
There you go.
It happened. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. So you cast a spell.
Once he's done that, like I said, I'll get ready to use Shadow Step the moment I feel something go weird. And I'll step into the room.
Okay. Right. You step into the room. Nothing happens.
Okay. Oh, actually, step back out. Passes the helmet.
You've got it. You still got
Have
it. Yeah. You still got it. Gave it to you.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, then I'll go to Lecton then and read that from page 1 again, but I'm not going to speak it aloud.
So you've got dim lines, so you can just about make it out. So it's on the last 2 pages. It's on page 7 and 8.
Yeah, I want to read it from page 1, but not aloud. I'm just going to read it in my head.
Okay. Right. What? So you're reading from page 1 to 8 in your head.
Yeah.
I'm going to search the room first, like do something else instead of go straight for the book.
I want to read what it says first,
Okay.
so I didn't get it all.
Right. Okay. All right. See what you mean. Right. It says page 1 says backward 8 to 1. Page 2. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll just put it in the chat instead of going through it.
Yeah.
And then you got the page numbers with everything. There you go. Backward
8 to 1,
8
so
to 1. Speak the
there's 8
rhyme until.
pages.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, there are 8 pages.
Right.
Right. Just a
It says
second.
forward 8 to 1 and read at page 8 though.
Is that Lou's dog or Istvan?
I think that's Lou's dog.
I can't hear
Cast a
anything.
sleeping dog spell again. So, out of character, I'm thinking, I don't know if you have to do it page 8 1 twice, and then page 1 to 8 twice.
I'll doing 1 to 8 were bad time, weren't it? So try 8 to 1.
Yeah, that's what I mean, because it says backward 8 to 1. So does that mean I have to do 8 to 1 twice?
Well, maybe, but you're doing it once, we'll find out, won't we? If it don't work first time, just do it again.
But then page 8
Yeah,
says
but I think
forward,
you've got to do. Yeah, that's what I mean. You've got to do the whole thing. So you've got to do it backwards first, and then do it forwards.
I'll just try doing it backwards and see what happens. I think you're overcomplicating it.
That's what I mean. I think you have to do both.
So Obol did
You
you?
have to do it backwards first, and then do it forwards.
Okay.
You've got to do them both together.
We've tried it forwards and it didn't work. Oh, you want 2? What? As in, you need 2 people?
No, you have to do it consecutively. You can't just do it backwards and leave it. You've got to do it backwards and forwards. But because it says backwards, does it mean backwards twice? Reciting it backwards twice, and then reciting it forwards twice? Or...
Right, we're going around in circles. Just read it from 8 to 1. If you wouldn't do it, I'll do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Whatever you think's right, just do it.
I'll do it that way, Phil. I'll just do it backwards from page 8 to page 1. I'll read it out loud, and then I'll read it out loud from page 1 to page 8 straight away afterwards.
Okay.
See if that does anything, and I'll get ready to shadow step if anything just suddenly shoots me off up into the air.
Right. So, you want to read it out then?
No, not particularly. My character will though.
Right, so Obol reads out aloud, forward 1 to 8. Speak the rhyme and meet your fate. Turn their flesh and cider to bone and bones to cider. Spin, iron spider. See the lever clear as day. Keep the spider locked away. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Backward, backward, 8 to 1. You can make a perception check.
This is where it all
Okay,
falls
right.
down.
You
Oh,
so I will give you a moment of pause as you hear you complete the first the last page, or rather the first page, and you hear a click come from the lectern. Do you want to
I'll have a
continue
look at it,
reading?
Phil.
Quickly.
I'll have a look at it, Phil. I'll have a look at it.
The lectern?
Whatever. Yeah, for whatever's clicked.
Okay, right. First you don't see anything. Then, as you look round it, you can see a small panel on the back of the lectern has popped open.
Keep the spider locked away.
Yeah.
Do you want to open it up?
No. No, I'll go from page 1 to page 8, Phil. Read that out.
Okay. You read it out, you go backward, backward, 8 to 1, speak the rhyme until it's done, keep the spider locked away, see the lever clear as day, spin, spin, iron spider, turn their flesh and bones to cider, speak the rhyme and meet your fate, forward, forward, 1 to 8. You suddenly feel yourself, you suddenly start to fall upwards.
Ooh. I'll shadow step back to the corridor then.
Okay, is it a reaction?
Oh, it's just an action.
It's an action, right, you will need to make a saving throw.
Which one?
Dexterity saving throw, sorry.
Does he have advantage because of one of the little creatures or merely 8 or something?
Okay, right. You managed to. So yeah, you just you fall and like almost about to hit the ceiling, and you like shadow step away.
Nice. Yeah, I think I might have figured it out.
So you have to read it backwards.
In fact, I've definitely figured it out.
Is there a lever?
No, but I think I know what I need to do. Well, I don't think I know what to do.
Do it, do it.
Go on, do it.
I'll leave it for a minute, Phil. Hopefully, for whatever trap I activated to finish,
Oh, for suspense.
and then I'll just stride back in as though nothing's happened.
Okay, right. A minute. You wait a minute or so and step back into the room. Nothing happens.
And I'll start with the book again, reading it backwards from 8 to 1.
Okay.
Wait for the click.
Okay. You go forward, forward, 1 to 8. Speak the rhyme and meet your fate. Turn your flesh and bones to cider. Spin, spin, iron spider. See the lever clear as day. Keep the spider locked away. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Backward, backward, 8 to 1. And there's a click.
Click.
And I'll have a look then, Phil.
Okay, right. The panel at the back. There's a panel popped open slightly on the back of the lectern.
There's a lever
Oh,
inside there.
Open the panel and see what's inside.
Okay, inside there's an iron block, an iron panel with a bronze lever on it.
Whee.
I'll pull the lever then, Phil.
Okay, right. The rest of you, suddenly you see a panel slide open on the octagon-shaped spot of the door.
Excellent.
So it's that one.
And I'll just stride back out.
It's that one.
Struck myself out. See? Told you it worked.
Never in doubt.
Nope.
Yay. Excellent stuff. Right, which one next?
2 left, the hexagon and the triangle.
Oh, for Fook stood by the triangle, so he just hits the door.
Okay. Okay, right. So,
Doesn't have to walk anyway.
right, there is a triangle engraved upon the door. And opening the door, you see another small chamber, another roughly square chamber. Empty apart from a 5 foot wide, floor to ceiling glass cylinder near the back wall of this room that is filled with light, the source of which is not apparent. You can just about make out a tiny triangular hole is cut through the glass about 5 feet above the floor. Inside the cylinder, you can see an iron lever set onto a metal plate on the floor.
No. Kafuk will cautiously step in, checking for traps and, other things designed to murder him.
Okay, you can make a perception roll then.
And I'm just trying to find my character sheet because I keep hiding it.
Okay, right.
Wow.
Nothing. No signs of any traps.
Cool. How big's this triangle? Can I just reach through and
It is about an inch wide.
what? Like this? Oh.
Yeah. The hole is about an inch across.
How far between the hole to the lever?
The hole is 5 feet off the floor, and the lever is on the floor. So 5 feet, just over 5 feet distance between the hole and the lever. Call it
Do
5
we
foot.
have like a spear? Do we have a spear that could fit through the hole so we could like push it down?
You wouldn't be able to angle it.
Oh right. Okay, fair enough.
And plus, yeah, you definitely won't be able to angle it if the spear would even fit through.
Is the lever?
Sorry.
Do we have to like pull the lever up, or does it have to?
It's
go
on,
down?
so it's laid flush on the floor, so it looks like you have to pull it up towards you.
Oh, so if we make like a loop in a rope, we could feed it through, and then probably use Mage Hand to either pull on the lever, I'm just thinking, or hook the rope over the lever, and then we just haul on it. Yeah, I'll try Mage Hand first to try and pull the lever up.
Okay, so it can't pull it.
Ask Kate to give me a hand. Maybe 2 Mage Hands at the same time can pull it up at 20
I'll
pounds.
try. Yeah.
That's 20 pounds total of
Yeah. So
Mage Hand.
even between 2 mage hands, it still won't shift.
Okay, then we manipulate a loop of rope over the lever,
Okay.
and then we all yank on the rope.
Okay. So what you're going to do? Tie. So how are you going to do it? Because with a knot tied in the rope, it won't fit through the hole.
Well, in that case, we just push the rope through like a loop of rope, if that makes sense. So in other words, just there's no knot.
Yeah.
You just feed a loop through. We don't have to tie it. We
Okay.
just have to loop the rope around it.
Right. Okay. I'll let you do that. It's kind of a tight fit because the rope's going to be probably almost an inch across. So yeah, go on then. So you managed to figure out what you're doing. Use the mage hand to put it over the.
Yeah. So we just shove it in using whatever,
Okay.
and then eventually, when there's enough, we hook it over and
Right. You can make a dex check. Just see if you can manipulate it, because it could slide off, I guess. Okay.
No, that'll be like a 15 in
Yeah.
total.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, right. So it sticks. It's a bit of a work to get it through, and you have quite a bit of faffing about. But you finally hook it and pull it, and pull the lever towards you. And as you do, another panel slides open on the door.
Was there some elegant way to?
There's
like,
there's several solutions to doing that one.
Ah, cool. Did we find the most low-tech one?
Yes, something similar is suggested, but not quite that. But something similar is like given as an example.
One step above smash with a hammer.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You
Smashing with a hammer wouldn't
you
have
can
worked
always
out
read
well, I
the
think.
you can always read the book after you've finished it. If you
Okay.
so wish to look
guessing
behind
they're
the curtain. Okay, so
Can't
one
wait.
door left.
I'll open it then, Phil.
Okay. So, right, okay, so carving this door is a hexagon. Opening the door, you see another similarly shaped room. You'll have to step in through the doorway to be able to see it. Oh no, yeah. So, yeah, well, yeah, that'll do. So a large, cracked, six-sided mirror is mounted above a stone shelf protruding from the opposite wall. 5 unlit candles stand on the shelf, each made of yellow wax and covered with tiny black sigils. Scrawled on the wall above the mirror in dried blood are the words Piggy, Piggy, Piggy.
Okay.
That's just got kinky.
Anything special about the rug on the floor?
Well, you can have a look if you want.
Yeah, I'll have a look before I step on it.
Okay, right. It's yeah. Well, you look underneath it. It's a bit dusty, a bit threadbare. It's old. You don't see anything untoward about it.
I'll get in front of the candles and have a look at the sigils on them then.
Okay, right. They look like some kind. You don't really understand them. They look like some kind of arcane magic stuff.
Yeah,
I cast
okay.
guidance on Obold.
Kid stuff.
Yeah, I'll say, Cade, you need to get over here and have a look at this. I think it's your type of writing.
I will go there and have a look.
Okay, right. So yeah, it is. It's some kind of arcane inscription, some arcane sigils. You could make an arcane roll, I guess.
Yeah, you do.
I'll exit stage right while he has a look.
You want to go in there? I'll stick you in there. There you go. You have to be up by there.
Oh wow.
Okay, right. So you are pretty sure these are thing. Oh, they are related to conjuration magic.
Even with this one, I have no idea what it is exactly.
No. All you know is that for certain, without a doubt, these such sigils are used in conjuration magic.
Could try lighting them.
Well, I was saying what we're doing, lighting them.
Yeah, Cade could try lighting them.
Let's check under the mat first, and like all the obvious stuff. So, like Fufuk will pull the rug, gently check under it for anything untoward.
No,
stuff like
there's
that.
nothing. Like I said before, the rug's a little old, threadbare, and dusty, but other than that, there seems to be anything unusual about it. There's no, as the floor looks the same as the rest of the floor, apart from slightly cleaner. So we're under the rug.
What do you think, Cade? Shall we step out the room and then light the candles and see what happens?
Yep.
Okay, get out. We get out the room.
Okay.
Do you have prestidigitation to remote light things?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I never use that spell.
Can Sacred Flame light a candle?
No, it's not flame, is it?
No.
Fireball.
Fireball some candles.
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely gonna light it. Okay, how
Wow.
about I have firebolt? Would that work?
Well, it might. It might. I mean, candles are considerably smaller targets, so it's like it could kind of obliterate a candle, I suppose, if it hit it.
No,
No,
I'm trying
wait.
to hit that.
We can light a candle, use Mage Hand, and send it into the room to light the other candles.
Yeah, good idea. Let's do that.
Okay, so we do that, Phil. We light a candle and send it into.
What have you got a
Like
candle, or are you taking one of the candles off the shelf?
Good question. Anyone got candles?
4
I don't
candles.
think so.
I have nothing like that in my inventory.
Me neither.
Any of the monks got like a torch, like a flaming torch or something we can borrow?
No.
Flaming trouser stuff.
Tinderbox.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Can Mage Hand operate Tinderbox?
No.
Well, no, you'd operate the tinderbox, and then you'd create the tin. You'd set the tinder on fire, and then the mage hand would take that to go light the candle.
That's not.
I've got torches though. I can light a torch.
Oh yeah, torch. Perfect.
Okay. So yeah, you can do that. I'd say that's pretty straightforward. You have to be a slightly delicate touch with the torch and the mage hand, so you're not knocking the candles over or what have you. But yeah, okay, fair enough. So it takes a few attempts, just carefully manipulating the torch. Yeah, you light all 5 candles.
Anything happens?
Nothing.
Put my torch out then, Phil, if I
Okay.
can. I'll say piggy 3 times.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Like Candyman.
I'll be right back.
Piggy, piggy, piggy.
Perhaps you have to be in the room.
I'll stroll in there like I know what I'm doing, Phil.
Okay.
I'll swagger in.
Okay.
I'll just look in the mirror and just say piggy, piggy, piggy then.
Okay. The door slams shut.
Uh-oh.
A lever.
I'll
Look
try
at
to,
You what? Sorry.
try to open it.
It won't open. Right. Looking around, so nothing happens. But looking around in the darkness with your like vision, you can just make out a lever has appeared on the south wall, in the corner.
And they're lit candles.
Oh yeah, the candles are lit, of course. Yeah. So yeah, you can clearly see there's a lever on the south wall. Let's give you a candle.
I'll walk over to it and pull it then, Phil.
Okay. Right. So you walk over to where the lever's over here. You walk over to the lever and pull it. And you hear his voice going, "Piggy, Piggy, Piggy."
You know,
You got a pretty mouth.
And 3 pig-headed monstrous humanoids burst out of the mirror.
oh, joy.
And the first one says, "You got a pretty mouth."
Right, there's like their eyes are wide, bulging and bloodshot, and foams like frothing from the mouth, and they just like scream this high-pitched piggy squeal and attack you.
Joy.
and the rest of us outside are going, "Is that a banjo? Can you hear banjo?"
Come on,
Okay.
piggy.
So first combat, ding ding. It's been a while.
Chuffing out. Not
So
many.
we're all outside the room, right?
Yeah. The door's shut.
So does that only work because the door was shut? Is that
Can we
right?
open the door?
No, it won't open.
Oh, damn.
A wereball. This is gonna be fun.
Dear me.
Can I do something, Phil?
Yeah, well, yeah, can do lots of things.
Right. But does it sound like there's combat coming from a room?
Well, you hear this this kind of rabid squealing level, like it sounds like pigs or rabid boars.
On a side note, they're redoing Deliverance, aren't they?
They're doing what? Oh my god!
Yeah, they're redoing it.
Dear me.
We're doing what?
Deliverance.
Yeah, they're remaking
Oh,
Deliverance.
no. Fucking hell.
Um,
Yes, I'm going to
And
use
the
an
Evil
ability, Phil.
Dead.
sorry.
I'm going to use an ability.
Okay. Well, it's a round of combat happening first. Right. So one of these things. Okay, right. One of these like pig-like monstrous humanoids rushes at you and starts battering you with its like hooved hands,
Uh-huh.
like bashing like so, missing you. Yeah, you easily sidestep it.
Oh,
And then it like lowers its head and attempts to gore you with its tusks.
how long have we been in this temple since we left Asherak?
Since you left, what?
Asherak.
Well, we've never
Well-
seen Ashrak.
No, you have not.
No, right. I'm just wondering because I don't know if this is supposed to be on my thing or not, my sheet, but I've got something on here. You just notice it's that. Is that supposed to be on my sheet?
What? Where are you looking? Where are you looking?
In chat.
I've put it in the chat.
Oh. Oh, that's gone. That. Oh no! If I left him, where's that come from?
I don't know if it's from him who sent us in here or I don't know because I've just noticed it on my sheet.
God, I can't remember where that's from.
Is that on anyone else's sheet? It's under features on mine.
Background features, abilities, personal abilities.
It's under background on mine.
No, I've got more spirit on mine.
Yeah, I've got the Spirit of Unk on mine. But then I also got that.
Is there something you got while you were wandering off alert?
I don't know.
Like you went to that room with the big sphere things in it. And was there anything else that you did by yourself?
Oh, that crystal sarcophagus thing. Is it from there?
Oh
Did it say
yeah,
Charm of the Crystal Heart?
yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be. Let me have a quick look. That was level. Christ, what level was that?
2? No, 4.
Yeah,
It was
level
art.
God. No. I am gonna say yes because I can't remember. I must have given it you from somewhere. And you've not been in the tomb for 10 days anyway. That's for certain.
Yeah, that's why we're checking because of the
Yeah,
10 days
yeah.
thing.
I must have given you for something, but you've not been in 10 days, so. And what was it again? Grants you immunity to piercing and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. You gain vulnerability to bludgeoning damage. All right. So yeah. So this effect lasts for 10 days. Should these count as magical attacks? Right. So they are not. Do not count as magical attacks. So you gain grants you immunity to piercing and
Right.
slashing damage. Wow.
Immunity.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, so he takes double damage from bludgeoning damage. Right. In
Yeah.
which case, this
Would that-
should be.
Will that wave bludgeoning? Just out of interest.
The mauling was bludgeoning, yeah. The tusks.
That wave. No, the wave when it came down.
Oh
the
yeah, that was
corridor.
that was bludgeoning damage. So yeah, you would have taken double damage from that. Yeah.
So I would have taken another 6 off that.
So in which case, regardless of, right, but that still has an effect. So it's still got to roll the attack anyway. Right, so it misses anyway.
Okay.
So then it is your go.
Which is the one that attacked me?
Which
The
is the
one
one
next
that
to me,
attacked you. Close this one. It was the yeah, this one.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty much trapped at the moment. So I'll attack the one that attacked me then first, Phil.
Okay.
Oh no, actually. I'll attack the other one.
Radio.
The one straight to my
Left.
west.
Very well.
Spear first then.
Get over here!
Hmm.
Does that hit?
That does hit. Yes.
Oh, friggin' hell.
Ooh.
Maximum.
Right. Okay.
I'll
Radio.
make that a stunning strike.
Stunning strike. So that is a Constitution with save with what difficulty class? 15 is it?
Mine is 15, yeah.
And it is not stunned.
No, get. I'll attack one above me, the one that attacked me first. then.
Okay.
I'll do that one next.
Okay.
Get over here!
Oh,
So fumbles a disadvantage on your next attack.
yeah. I'll move first, Phil, before I do my bonus attack.
Okay. Cheaty move.
Yeah,
high
and then I'll
ceiling.
attack this one.
Okay.
So bonus attack.
Hadouken!
That's mega loud for some reason.
Yeah,
Okay, right, you hit it. Give it an uppercut
dirty 20. 6 damage,
for 6 points of damage.
and I'll make that a stunning strike as well.
Very well. And it is not stunned.
No. Stupid animals.
Okay.
Ridiculous constitution, probably. That's me done.
Okay, so next it is this one. Which
Yeah,
one is
the
this
balls,
one?
aren't they?
So, yeah, this one comes up here and attacks you. So it attempts to batter you with its fists.
Uh-huh.
Completely missing. And then attempts to gore you with its tusks. 18?
Yeah, that's it.
That hits. Okay, right. So it does no damage, but you must make a Constitution saving throw.
As it stuns you. Because they're all monks.
Oh. Even with a ridiculous constitution, I still roll crap.
Right. Okay. Right. So next.
What stats were boosted with that? Oh no, you didn't eat in that room, did you?
No, didn't eat in any of them. No. Or rather, any of the things. Right. So this one is. Select that one. So it's this one. Okay. So the one to the south attacks you. First attempting to batter you with its fists, missing, and then attempting to maul you. No, oh, that's click on the right thing. That might help. Miss it. Right, and it's reset the initiatives and go for another round. What is so? Is anybody else doing anything? Luhai, you said you were going to do something.
Yeah, I'm going to do something, yeah.
What are you going to do? Well, let's put you into the initiative then, and you can roll for initiative.
Put me in.
You're going to get 23.
Put me in 2, and I'll try and help
Whoa.
out.
It's Thomas.
I were expecting a 23 then, buddy.
Oh, Thomas.
Choo-choo train.
I rolled
We're trying-
11, and I beat the guy. Wow.
Are we trying to get in?
Yeah.
That's
Right.
what they're doing.
Right, okay, I'll try and get in as well then.
Where are you? Can't see you.
Stood outside. Hello.
Thing. Okay, so first to act, is Kate just standing by? Just
No.
I'll add you in then. You can do what you want. Just need to roll
Whatever I want.
initiative. Radio, so first to act is Obold.
I've got that one out of the way.
Flurry of blows, Phil.
Okay, on which one? The one to the south or the one to the southeast?
Oh, I just do it first before I start my attack, so just to make sure I get
Oh,
all
right,
my
okay.
two
Yeah,
bonus
yeah.
attacks instead of one. Then I'll attack the one to my south. With my spear first of all.
Get over here!
Okay. Okay, right, you
Yeah,
hit.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll attack the one that's down to my southeast. Let me spear.
Get over here!
To the southeast, said yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Was that
Let's hope
Savage
it rolls
Attack?
decent. Yeah.
Savage Strike, or whatever it's called.
Ugh.
Ooh.
What's it done?
19.
It's rolled a 1. Oh, it's done. The extra 2 are both straight 8s. It's not rolled. So it should be a 1 plus a roll plus an
Right.
8. Let me just roll this.
Take 8 off, and so it's just 17.
So it's 6, 7
17 is
plus
2 less.
8. Yeah. So 17 on that one in the middle.
Yep.
And since he's looking a bit worse for wear, I'll do me 2 bonus attacks on him as well.
So you can...
Ooh, nearly.
Okay, that's a hit. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage against which one, sorry? The middle, that same one.
The middle
Yeah.
one, yeah. And this next bonus attack, last bonus attack is going on my other one as well.
Up there. Okay, you hit again. Well, another 6 points of damage. Okay, it's looking battered and injured now.
Nice. 3 little piggies, all in a row.
Right, your last
That's my
attack.
go, don't you?
Radio.
Yeah.
Next to
Piggy, piggy, piggy.
is the. Let's, so the one to the south of you attacks you, pounding you with its fists, attempting to maul you, and completely misses. And then it attempts to gore you with its tusks, and misses. Then it's Cade.
Okay, so if I step closer, can I see any of them?
No, the door is shut.
Okay, can I open the door?
It will not open.
Mm-hmm. Wow. 1 second. Okay, I'm casting. No, I don't have the spell slots. I'm not casting anything. Okay. I kick the door with in frustration, and I step aside.
Okay, you
Fuck.
can make a strength check.
Yeah,
Don't
we
you
do.
have knock?
I have knock, but I don't have any spell slots for it.
Cast it
That's
at a
what I
higher
was.
spell slot.
Can I? Can you
Yeah,
upcast spell? Oh, okay.
you can cast anything
You
higher.
can always cast it. Yeah, even if it doesn't actually affect you, you can always use a higher spell slot.
So you want me to burn a level 4 spell slot? Okay, I'm burning it. So I'm casting knock on level 4.
It's excessively wasteful, but anyway. Okay, go on. Yeah, boom. Right, okay. Right, there's a click, and the door flies open.
Okay, and after this, I step aside. I mean, they can move through me anyway.
Yeah.
But I step to the back right.
Okay.
And I think
Zoom
I'm
that
done.
way, otherwise you
And I said, "Here we go."
Okay, so next
Fireball, is that what I heard?
next is
No,
it's
Obold is
all
there.
over
I'm
this
not doing
one.
fireball.
Okay.
Cast fireball and just slam the door shut behind it.
So you see these like mad, rabid-looking beast-like humanoid pig thing monsters, and it sort of glances at you, squeals, and charges straight at Obold.
Yeah. Move to the one place in the room where it can't get a flanking bonus on me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's none get flanking on you, can they? Right.
Yeah, that's why I moved there.
Yeah. 17
Yeah,
hit.
you get roasted by some piggies, do you?
It does.
It does. Okay, right. It batters you, mauling you. For double damage for 20 points of bludgeoning
Ooh.
damage.
Ooh,
Ow.
he's looking injured, badly injured.
Shit. This
Okay,
just got serious.
right. Then it attempts to maul you with its, or like gore you with its tusks. Right, which it does, but for some reason, it does nothing to you. You can make a Constitution saving throw.
We'll fail it like last time.
Again.
Okay.
Oh no, it
Oh,
lower
that's
last
better.
time, wasn't it?
Right.
Mm.
Next to act is for Fook.
Fuka is rather surprised by this little turn of events. But he'll spot the injured one. Can it make a Dex 15 save against Sacred Flame?
Can it indeed? Let's see. Let's give it that. Was in the chat. You're going to put it into the chat, and then I can use a button on the
Yeah,
chat.
just finding it. Oh, I didn't actually put it in the bloody.
There we go.
On it.
Yeah. It cannot.
Takes 9 points of radiant damage.
9 points of radiant damage. Okay, it is looking badly injured.
Right, that's for Fook done.
Okay, next is Lu Hai.
Cool. Move up. Right. So uninjured, badly injured.
I'll close the door. Unlock it.
So if I step there, I can get a flanking.
Yes, you can.
I'm going diagonal, but it won't let me.
It's probably because of the wall there. I'll put it there. Oh, somebody shut the door on you.
Well, Lou, I've done all the work for you.
What work?
So yeah, you can see Obold's looking pretty badly beaten up.
Not that badly, but he's only
I'll activate flurry of
over
blows. So
half.
Okay, activate Flurry of Blows.
He's only just over half his health, or just under half his health, should I say?
right.
Piggy.
Time to make some bacon.
Okay, that's a
There
hit.
you go.
Good job,
Advantage, you
I know.
fucker.
Roll 3 ones.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
And again.
Another strike. For 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Oops. It's looking close to the point of death.
Right, another attack.
Despite that, it's still just raging rabbit, like I say, froth
Ooh.
flying from its mouth, and that hits again. Got sod all armor class.
Good.
Oh, maximum this time.
Okay, right, you smack it in the back of the head, dealing a killing blow, earning the right to describe its death.
I'll just crunch its skull in. Bang.
So matter of fact, I'll just crunch its skull in.
Bam. Which one is it? It's this one.
I'll get a tango slap. Both hands to head.
And his eardrums explode.
Now wait 20 minutes while it loads the icon setup.
It's done it on our screen.
Was it? It takes, for some reason it takes a while on my end. Oh yeah, I can see it on. Yeah, so I wonder why it takes so long on mine. It's done it on my dummy player straight away. There we go.
I'll move to there and I'll use my final attack fill on this.
Okay, so it will provoke attack of opportunity.
Why?
Because he's moved into its threat
I'm
range.
already there.
We're,
One
then through it.
We're allowed a certain amount now, aren't we? Isn't it 5 foot?
Yeah, but he's moved 5 foot into it and then 5 foot further into it from the threat range
Alright,
for that
okay,
one that's
fine.
below
Do
me.
it clean, yeah, sure.
Right, so wait a minute. So yeah, so it does. What's
He
it
could
gonna do?
move. He could move to that middle bit
Yeah, he
and
could
attack
move.
it without advantage.
Yeah, well, I was a bit puzzled why you had to. Why you
I'd
moved
not
on.
get a
Oh
flank
no,
here,
it's,
though,
yeah, it's
do
because
I?
again trying to get flanking modes. Right, anyway,
Yeah,
so yeah,
yeah,
it
flanking.
wheels round on you and attempts to maul you, and completely misses.
Oh. I'll attack it then.
Okay, it's advantage. Piggy, piggy, piggy. Striking it yet again.
I'll make that a stunning strike as well,
A
Phil.
stunning strike. Deal us some damage. 10 points of damage.
DC
Right.
16.
First blood. DC of 16. And it fails. It is stunned.
And I'll knock it prone.
And knock it prone. And so it can't resist that. So it goes down.
Nice.
Right. Is that the end of your go?
Stunned and prone, yeah.
Right. Okay, next is tackling.
So I'll make a move on the one that goes north on this one.
Okay.
I'm not provoking attack.
Yeah, I
so
know.
I'm
Yeah,
going-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool. So I would like to rage, and then I will attack this one. Magic short sword.
Yeah, I left one for you as well, tackle.
Thank you. So kind. Oh, 5 damage.
Oh,
And then we go again. Woohoo!
is that
Oh,
five?
sorry, you done
20,
5.
nice.
5 piercing damage.
Is that 5 including your rage?
It should have done because I am raging. I don't know if it's had actually.
Rolled a
added it.
1. Rolled a 1. +3 for your strength, I'm assuming, and then
Yeah.
+1 for it being a +1 sword. So
Oh,
that's
no, but it's
5.
So yeah, it must be 6 then.
What?
No, is it +2 for rage?
I thought you got +2 now for your rage, didn't you?
Let's have a quick look.
I thought +2 for rage.
It used to just
So it
do it
should
all
be-
for me. So
Yeah. Should be 7 damage, not
Yep.
5.
Radio. Okay.
+2. And then a critical.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Critical. Woohoo!
Maximum.
18.
Max.
Yeah. That's like a hamstring.
27. Sorry, 25 all in.
25.
Nice
Holy
hit.
shit.
I think I only get 2 attacks. I think it was Rogue that got 3. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, extra
Rogue
attack
just
1. Yeah.
Okay, and finally it's a dead creature. So that's it. So reset the initiatives, going through round 4-3.
Hopefully, I want to be last.
Yeah, we want a crap roll from you, Lee.
Just a roll.
It's not going to be, is it?
No, runs out before my turn.
Okay, so first to act is Fook.
Fu targets that one. How do I target things again? Right click.
Double right click.
double right.
Target mine, it'll
there we
automatically,
go.
it'll automatically
Right.
fail.
I cast Sacred Flame on that dude.
Okay. Select him, Sacred Flame. And he fails.
Oh, he takes 14 points of radiant damage.
14
Wow.
points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
He would have failed anyway because he were stunned, Phil.
Oh, sorry, I've
So
done
he
it wrong
failed
one.
his dex, wouldn't he?
I've done it on wrong one. Oh well, whatever.
You've got to take the damage off because it doesn't do it automatically.
Yep, that'll be 30. I need to add that back onto that one. So, okay, read on. Okay,
Right, that's it. Mavuk's done.
right, next is Cade.
So I will step a little bit, on the same square as my friend, and I target the nearest, monster. I will cast Firebolt.
Okay. You got advantage because it's a ranged attack though, isn't it? So it is a disadvantage. So it's a normal roll. That is a hit.
Okay, damage.
Ooh, nice.
13 points of damage.
Do we all smell bacon now?
Oh, I've just been typing that into.
After this, I step away from the door.
Can you use that urn to conjure brown sauce?
I will definitely use a bonus action to try that.
Oh, the tables have turned.
The tables are set.
Yeah. Yeah, we could just take him up to the next room.
Right, okay, so and next is Luhai.
Right, I'll finish this one then in front of me.
Okay, it's with advantage, double advantage. Not that you get double advantage, but there you go.
I'm having it. Oh dear.
Bloody needed it as
Shitty
well.
rolls.
But it's a hit anyway. So I've got shitty armor class. It's 9 points of damage.
Still kicking.
It is barely. It's on the brink of death, squirming around the floor, going piggy, 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 piggy. Okay, right. You beat it to death. You earn the right to describe its last breath.
I'll stamp on its head.
Oh dear. Curb stomped.
Yeah,
Which one is it?
American History X style.
Which one is it? It's on, because it's on. Boom. What next?
I'll move up and hit this other one.
Okay.
It's just a normal attack, no advantage, is it?
Yep. Normal attack. That's a strike.
I think I'll make that a stunning strike, Phil.
Okay. Damage then. 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And
DC at 16.
And it is stunned.
Oh, nice. That's me done.
Okay, next it's bold, so you have advantage.
Yeah, I'm going to use my last chi point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
Get over here!
2 with a spear first. Seven points of damage for the first one.
Get over here!
Oh, I did a normal then instead of an advantage.
Why are you playing it?
We roll another one, just in case I got a 20.
Okay, that's a hit regardless.
6 points of damage.
6 points of
And-
damage.
2 bonus attacks.
So you can.
Oh, it's a critical.
Ooh.
This is going to do the same, I bet. Yeah, it did. Right. Hang on.
Isn't it 16 because it's -2 or something?
So I got 5, 9, plus a 6, 15, plus 2, so 17. It's only one difference.
Yeah.
And last bonus attack.
Who did that then?
Pigs. Right, striking it again.
Yeah. That flaming trouser staff were weak.
Right, it appears on the brink of death, and it is Tackling's go to mop him up with some gravy.
Go on, tackling.
Delicious.
I've left him for you so you can get the experience.
Mop him up like gravy.
Oh God, I'm glad experience doesn't work like that.
Not at this moment
Slice
in
him up.
time.
Slice him up.
Okay, that's a hit. Right, you stab him, dealing a fatal blow, earning the right to describe his demise.
So going from behind, just kind of sticking to the back of his neck and yanking it off, and bleh, smells like bacon. Black pudding everywhere.
So saith the druid.
Carving off a gammon joint.
Right, and he squeals and gurgles his last, falling to the floor, dead. As he does so, the candles sputter and go out.
Any
And then
levers,
I'll
Phil?
Oh, apparently your eyes have been censored, Kieran.
my eyes. Oh yeah, that's weird.
Are
Why
they
are they
naughty?
censored? No
Oh my.
idea.
They're naughty eyes.
Pixelated.
That is weird.
What the fuck have you done?
That's weird. No idea.
That
You've
is
done that,
so
Phil.
It worked me out.
How'd you do that?
I've no idea.
Oh, what have you done?
That is
You've done it,
bizarre.
Phil.
No!
Have the FBI finally caught up with you?
Oh dear. That's funny.
That is so weird.
All right.
It's print screening that's insane.
That is weird.
Oh
Showing up
dear.
on the Twitch as well. Yeah, showing
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Overall, Obold will blindly swagger out the room then, since he can't see.
Is that on? Was it? It's on. Oh no, it's on. It's on video. It's on Video Ninja that's doing it.
Yeah. I just had a look on Video Ninja, and it's all pixelated. Well, not pixelated. It's just two big squares on my glasses.
Looks like
bizarre.
it got two square boobies.
That's rather.
I look like Clayface now.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, what are you doing? You take a
Obold
few
will just
moments to catch your breath. Obold's looking pretty
Obold
badly
will-
beaten
he'll
up.
just- He'll just swagger out of the room and says, "Told you I'd sorted."
Well, I think we need Learman's tiny hut and a long rest.
So, as you go outside, and Obold goes, "Yeah, I told you I'd sort it." The last thing on the door hasn't opened.
Have we not pulled the lever?
Yeah, I did.
Is there a lever in the room?
There is no
Yeah,
lever
it's in the
left
bottom
in.
corner.
There's no lever left in the room.
Oh, now they've gone. Because it were in this corner here.
It was.
One of you lot must have done something.
Not guilty.
I don't know.
I would try say. I mean, you could try saying that phrase without the candles lit.
Hang on, sorry. Maybe the door has to be closed with you in it for the lever to show.
Are we lighting the candles back up again?
No.
Okay, without the candles, piggy, piggy, piggy.
Nothing happens.
Light the candles.
Sorry, so you didn't pull the lever, is what I'm trying to get at.
No, I did.
No, you did.
Yeah, he pulled
Yeah,
the
I
lever.
pulled the lever.
Nothing happened.
It must be because you lot interrupted and opened the door before I
Oh,
killed
right,
them.
so it's our fault, isn't it?
it's a
I'll
trial
tell you
and the
what,
person locked in
Jacqueline,
the
you can
room.
make a perception check.
It's been a while.
I was going to say, because if it's a trial, then I would imagine that it's a person that's locked in the room that has to complete it. It must be classed as cheating because you lot all came in.
Well, why don't we all leave and Obold goes back in again?
And gets hammered again.
Well, no, but as in, we just see if he's alone in the room if the lever appears, because he's the one who has to pull it.
Okay, makes sense.
I'll
If the door looks like it's going to shut, I'll jump in.
Well,
I'll have a look around, Phil.
So
See if there's anything.
if
there.
said it,
right,
the
right,
door's
yeah,
been
mirror.
yeah. Okay, I get you. Yeah.
If the door looks like it's going to slam shut, I'm jumping in.
What? Sorry,
I'm
Kieran.
gonna have a look at the mirror and see if there's anything in particular about that.
You can make a perception roll.
I'm just wondering if it shows as visible in the mirror. Perception. I am not on a roll.
Okay,
today.
so that's enough actually. So you can't see it in the mirror, but as you like lean a bit closer, you notice on the shelf where these candles are laid out, you notice there is a very faint circular mark.
I'll have a look at the mark and see if it resembles anything or looks like something's supposed to be placed there. Or
It looks like something. It looks like something else would be placed there. Yeah.
can you move one of the candles onto it?
Well, you can
Does that
move
look
on.
like maybe that's
You can move on the candles onto it. It does fit. It does like cover the mark exactly. Leaving
all right.
leaving another one where you've removed the candle from.
Oh, so like there's a candle missing.
One of the candles been knocked over by the pigs coming through, and we need to find it to put it back on.
I'll have a look around for another candle, see if there's another one, Phil.
Okay, well, there's the only
I'd
thing
often
in this room
hunt
is
around
the
the
shelf and the
shelves.
mirror. Okay, right. Yeah, looking when you start looking at the shelf, like you look, you bend down and look like looking at, and there's what just underneath the shelf. There's a slight niche, and let's say it's laid in this niche is another candle.
I'll pull that candle out then. I'll put that candle on the mark I discovered and move the other one back to where
Okay,
it was originally.
right. We got 6 candles laid out.
And I'll ask someone to light them since I've not got anything to light anything.
Go on,
So whoever's
Lazar.
got a
Can you
tinder
go with
box.
your big flaming torch?
I'll light torch again then, Phil.
Okay, so you're going in and lighting them again this time.
I'm coming in.
Okay, so right. Okay, so you carefully light all the torches, all the candles with the torch.
And as soon as he's lit the last one, I'll say piggy, piggy, piggy.
Oh, no, again.
Right. Okay. Right. This time the door does not shut, and you see another lever appears. This time on the north wall.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll pull that lever
Okay.
then, Phil.
Pull the lever. Outside, out on the landing, you see for Caden Fook. You see the final slot slide open on the door.
Call out to those. Yeah, it's open.
Finally.
Yeah, the first time we just test your detective skills. You all failed. I found out I showed the real thing to everybody.
Test your resilience.
What are you all doing?
I think we're sitting at Lehman's tiny hut and camping out here until we've had a long rest. And then we'll have a go at the door. So I suspect once we crack that bad boy open, things are not going to slow down much. I mean, I don't want to go into a fight with 2 spell slots.
Neither me.
So once Lehman's tiny hut's up, I can use up my spell slots to do some healing, and then you can get some rest. What says you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One to me.
Cool. Can we do something about that big cauldron bubbling away? Can we like put the fire out, or is there something we can put over the top?
There's
like
no
a box
fire.
or-
There's no fire.
It's just bubbling and making a smoke itself.
Just a smell of
There's
piss.
a
Dry
lid.
ice machine.
There's a
Can we
lid on
throw
the
one of the
floor.
old carpets over the top of it?
There's a lid on the floor for it.
Oh, yeah. Fucking hell. I'll put a lid on top.
Okay, right. As you put the lid on it, the smoke slowly dissipates until the room's clear.
Ah, well, fucking hell. Wish I'd thought of that earlier.
Right.
Instead of
Straw
pissing in it.
straw bundle. Who's carrying straw bundle? Lou High.
For
Me.
Fook, innit?
So Lou High
Oh.
straw bundle starts tugging on the like lapel of your robes or your jacket or whatever.
Yeah, what's up?
The Sun Sisters, hey here.
Here?
Oh, joy.
Oh, no! Bastard!
Someone says
Fook
here.
immediately casts fucking Spirit Guardians.
Oh, dear.
No fucking hesitation.
Right. Yeah. so yeah.
No, actually, slight change of plan. Casts this one instead. Because it lasts for 8 hours.
Where are we? One thing. See, where are we? So, yeah, so this is one of the. Oh, no, that's not. That's something else. Where are they?
There's all three. I can see three of them.
Yeah,
I
I'm just
can
trying
see
to get
three.
the art. I'm trying to show you the artwork of it, so it's not just like a little token.
Excuse me.
I believe there's. Must be surely. No. What was it? What was it?
This fucking suck.
I know it's a bit earlier, but do we want to call quits on this
It
fight?
might
and-
be a good spot. I was just gonna suggest that. I was just gonna want to, like I said, I just wanted to try and drag it.
Because this is going to be a
There we
loosen
go.
out.
So let me just get call again.
Larry, Curly, and more.
Ugly 1, Ugly 2, and Ugly 3.
Okay, so there's a kind of cackling laughter, sort of faint at first, and becomes more substantial as three figures sort of look like sort of almost like mist at first, and then they suddenly become solid. And this are the three you see.
Moved. Peggy Dead Bells. Widow Groat.
Back in, Anna.
That's pretty good artwork.
Leatherface.
Is that a snake coming out of oil?
Yeah, it is. See, like you can see like snakes and insect, like cockroaches and beetles and stuff falling out the holes in this like rough like leather sack that's sewn. You can see it's like sewn onto her head, and there's a rope tied tightly around like a scrawny neck. The other one like got, so you recognise these from nightmares that you've had.
Well, Kate definitely does.
And one widow groat with like coins where her eyes should be, and ants crawling across her like a shriveled face, and then Peggy Deadbells with like just this fat bloated thing, like this gaseous clouds of toxic gas leaking from her body. I want Peggy Deadbells sort of cackles. Nanny Pooh spoke of you. You are here, our saviours.
Oh.
What do you mean, saviors?
She sent you to save us. Save us from our enslavement by the Lich.
How do we do that?
The keys. Give us the keys.
What, the skeleton skulls?
So, yeah, Widow Groat nods her head. Yes, the keys. The keys.
I think that might be a bad idea.
Can I insight check to see if they're lying?
Yeah, I was gonna think the
Sure.
same thing, exactly the same thing. I was looking for the scroll.
$23.
1 second.
Mine is not good.
Okay, so Cade, Cade, you're convinced that they seem to be up on the up and up.
Okay.
For Fook, you're not so sure.
So, ladies,
Ladies?
we believe we need the keys to open these doors. What are you going to do with them?
We'll seal the doors. You should never open the doors.
Why
Oh.
do we not go through the doors? We've been told we have to go through the doors to find the soulmonger.
Open the doors and unleash death upon you.
Well, death's coming for us all, isn't it, ladies? We're trying to save everyone's souls.
Right, so one of them suddenly just like fades and disappears.
Okay, well, we know they can go ethereal, yeah? We've had them do this to us before.
Oh, we have. Yeah.
Okay, that spell I wanted to cast, because I said I'm going to do it, I need to do it. I would like to drop the Spirit Guardian in the middle of the room. Just, it's large, so it takes up 10 by 10. Just,
Guardian of Faith.
yeah. Sorry, Guardian of Faith. And so just in the square, just north of Fafuk and Luzai, 10 by 10. And then it extends 10 foot out in all directions. I'm not sure how to indicate that exactly.
I think you can get. Let's see. I think I'm sure there's a token for it.
I'll just see if I can draw it. Can I draw it?
Follow a token for it.
No, that's not it.
It's spectral guard. That's what it's.
Oh, that worked. And then 10 foot in every direction means it's 20 foot from that edge. No. Sorry, chaps. Didn't
Spectral
want to-
guard appears hovers in duration in occupied space. Let's just get a spectral. Okay, we'll get a spectre token. How big is it supposed to be?
It's 10 foot. It's large, which is 10 foot by 10 foot, but its threat range extends 10 foot from it. So it's like
Yeah, so it's got an aura.
Yeah, and it's got a 10-foot aura. So basically it threatens from its center, it threatens 15 foot. I think is probably the simplest way to describe it. So from the center of that 10 by 10, 15 foot out. So you could draw it as like a circle thing of radius 30. Radius 15. So we can move through it and stand under it and all the rest of it.
It's not big enough, is it?
No, it needs to be a touch bigger.
2. There we go.
Yes.
And then it's got a aura as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, of 10 foot.
Right, so there's anyone that is hostile to Fafuk and moves within 10 feet of the Guardian. So it's like a threat range of 10 foot instead of an aura.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll give it an aura instead, so it just goes. I'll like visualize that. One. Nope.
Wish I had another spell slot at this level. Could put 2 of them down.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Right, at that same point, the Widow Groat appears at the side of Fafuk. Or well, who has got some of the keys?
Not me.
Oh right.
I've got one.
Okay. So it appears at the side of Orbold, and you can make a dex check as she an opposed dex check as she tries to snatch a key from you.
Ability check. Oh, that's shit.
Oh dear.
That is.
Okay, right. She rolls badly as well, but so she snatched one of the keys. I got it, and she starts to fade out of view. And I suppose that we will have to leave it there.
Yeah, I just wanted to punch her then.
Right. Bloody brilliant.
Oops, let me clear these up. You can see what's happening.
Aren't you glad I pissed in the potion now? Little bitches have probably sat there waiting for us.
Well, they warned you, didn't they? They said they can hear us. Can't speak the names, they'll be able to hear us.
Who warned us?
Straw bundle.
Gold.
Yeah.
Because yeah, they would hear you because they were just sat there watching.
Hang on, when I blink on,
You were in the in that other room. Oh well, maybe.
He said he was jumping in and out, didn't he?
He was in the room
We
for
got
most of it. That
50-50.
room for most of it. But, well,
no, it's too late now.
it's too
fine.
late now.
It's all
It is
good.
what it is. It is what it is.
Right.
I mean, on the other hand, that would mean he would have been
In combat.
yeah, open to attack, being attacked as well. Yeah. Right.
So when are we back?
So this remains in the so this is Cade who can tell us this one.
First Sunday of March.
First Sunday of March. So that is, what are we on? We are on Sunday the 29th. So that is
5th.
oh, that's more than 3 weeks. That's
Oh, no, hang on. No, sorry, it's wrong. 26th of Feb.
right.
26th of
Yeah.
Feb.
So we're back on the 26th of February. So that is a 3 week gap. So we have to wait an entire 3 weeks for the showdown with the Sawn sisters and find out what's behind this door.
The big
4
green
weeks.
Cool.
What is
Thank you very much.
behind
26th of Feb
the
is
door?
4 weeks.
It's
4
4 weeks
weeks?
from today, yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
4 weeks
yeah.
from
So
today.
yeah, 3 week gap, 4 weeks. 4 weeks today.
days,
Yeah,
yeah.
an entire month.
Yeah.
The suspense. The suspense. The suspense. Oh dear. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. We got a raid 2 hours ago. I do apologise. I've not been watching the chat. If you're still here, thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. But yeah, so we may, or some of us may be here on intervening Sundays doing something else to fill the gaps. But yeah, just keep an eye out on the schedule. We'll make some announcements. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. Thank you for playing, and we'll leave it there.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Right, see you
Thank you,
later.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye bye.
See you in a few weeks.
Great. If there's anybody still here, I think we'll just switch over to a little raid, perhaps. See if anybody's about. Let's have a look. Who's about? Let's head over to. Let's go and see. Dark Tales. Another more Dungeons and Dragons. There we go. Right. So thanks again for watching, and we'll catch up with you later. Enjoy the raid.